Hello, hello, everybody. It is Index Card Friday, and this is what I did. Because it is November, I am sticking with the fall theme and won't be doing anything for the holidays until December 1st. Halloween is gone. I'm already missing it, but we are on to bigger and better things. So this is what I came up with. I got out some really cute fall papers that I had. This is your index card, and this is some napkin. I mean, isn't that just beautiful? What's not to love about that? If you wanted to, when you make this, you could add a pocket here. I really think that by creating a paper clip at the top, you could easily create a tuck spot back there. So depending upon how you want to use this, I've got 2 tags in here. So we do have a pocket, and then the fold out is really anything that you want it to be. So let's get started, guys. I obviously need a ruler because I know you're going to ask me stuff. You're going to ask me stuff. So I made this a few days ago, and life is just pretty hectic right now. So I just forgive me if I have to kind of stop and think about what we're doing. So you have your index card. My index card is a 3x5, and I don't think it really matters which way the top is. My index card's a 3x5, and so I cut out a 3x5 piece of paper. These papers are from Hobby Lobby, and we are going to glue that down there. And let me grab a piece of glue paper. So I'm going to get my glue stick out. Gorgeous day here. It's early. It's 8 o'clock. That's early for me to be doing a video. So we're going to just put a little bit of I'm using an Avery glue stick. And I really do like it. It's sticky, and I like that a lot. And if you see the cut on my wrist, the cat had enough of me last night. Sometimes when I pet her, she's like, I'm done with you. And so she goes to bite me, and that's what that is, a bite mark. So I've got antibiotic cream on it. So if it just happens to, if you see something shiny, that is what that is. And no matter how hard I try, I never can get this right. No matter what I do, and now I'm looking for my paddle. As you can see, I mean, we're going to end up with a 3x5, but it's never perfect. There's always trimming that I have to do. It's really bizarre, because you would think if you have one corner that's perfectly aligned, you just would think the rest of it would fall in place, but it doesn't. It's not that simple. Okay, so what comes next? I think we're going to work on this flap next. That is what we need to get done. And I have got a piece of cardstock here that we're going to cover. It's a scrap, and it measures 1/8 shy of 5 by 1/8 shy of 4. So you might as well go 5 by 4. And because all that's going to do, we're just going to be folding this. This is what is going to make your flap. And yeah, I can see I hang over just a little bit So we are going to even that out. We are going to cut that and even this out. And you're going to do what you got to do. So we are going to cover this with a, what I thought was a, was it a 5? Yeah, a 4 by 1/8 shy of 5. So we know we are going to be trimming this because we had to cut that down. So isn't that just so bizarre because it doesn't look like it needs to be, go figure, I don't know. I can't figure it out. And it doesn't matter. So we're gonna put glue on this, and I may be just a little bit off camera, but all I'm doing is applying glue to this because we are going to cover that piece of cardstock. Hopefully you have seen the pink Christmas journal that I created, because we are going to be creating a second one together. And if you're interested in making an accordion journal, you don't want to miss that. Get my paddle on this and let's check this out. And as you can see, we are a little bit off, and that's okay. And then we're going to do a little bit of distressing, and that's a good thing because this needs to dry. I can feel it's damp, and those few minutes aren't going to hurt anything. So let's get out our abused, well, not abused, but are very well worn, as you can see. Probably should not call it abused. Although it does take a lot of work from me. I do put it to work. And I am, even though you're not going to see this whole thing, I am going to just do it all the way around, distress all the way around, because that is just the easiest thing to do. And the same with this. And if you wanted to, I did not, you could take a divot out of this. I did not because I'm using different papers. I didn't think that you would need to see, oh, that's a pocket. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering if maybe the recipient of this might like to have a divot taken out of it. So I think we will, just for something different, just because. So let's do it. And then we want to make sure that we ink that. And I did score, and I scored this at 2, right down the center at 2. So let's go ahead and see if we can just gently, and because we took a divot out of that, oh no, it doesn't matter because that's on the other side. That's right, but we want to go ahead and take our very well worn Distress Inker, and I really don't know why, but I don't get a lot of use before these start to, before they start to fray. But they work, and they work very well. Maybe let's just go ahead and do a little bit of a burnish. And then this is going to fit right on here. See how pretty that is? It's just cute. And then you've got this flat back here. So I'm getting out my art glitter glue. And I've been hearing that art glitter glue is hard to come by right now, and it's made in Cottonwood, Arizona, so it probably would be a nice trip to take to go get some. So we're creating our pocket by gluing both of these sides, gluing these sides down, and having our flap. You want to make sure you open that you are you don't have glue on the back, because you don't want to glue that down. But I think we can take and run just a little bit of glue right here underneath our index card. It's really not going to matter when you put anything in it, because this folded over makes a natural closure, so nothing is going to fall through. But we are secure. And I think we now can go ahead and close this up. There we go. So now we're going to get our napkin, and we are going to do that. Now I have to tell you that I'm not going to do it on camera because we would have to wait for it to dry, but I used my glue stick and I glued the napkin down, but then I came and I went over the top with some Collage Page. You see that sheen? That's the Collage Page. So the Collage Page I will do off camera, so you don't have to sit and wait for that to dry. So I've got this gorgeous napkin that was gifted to me, if you guys remember that. And we are going to glue this down. And the way that I started that was I glued this edge just a little bit of that edge, just to be able to place this and then work out towards the outside edge. So get this down, and then what we're going to do is turn it and just kind of pull this back and then work out. This is easiest for me. If you have a way that you like to glue napkins, then by all means do what works for you, but this works really well for me, this process. And then we're going to kind of smooth this out, and then we're going to trim it. So we don't need that. You can trim, you can tear. I have found that sometimes when I tear, it tears into the card, and depending upon the look that you want, that works. I know that you can wet it and tear it, that a lot of people have success doing that. I don't prefer that method, but that's just me. I don't like to get the napkin wet and then have to sit and wait for that to dry. I think I'm too impatient, so have to take my mom to the doctor today. Took her to the doctor yesterday. Had to go all the way into Phoenix. It was not a fun day. I left at like 8:45. I didn't get home till 3. It was a long, long day, but everything's good. Everything's fine. Trim this just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to distress this. We are done with our glue stick, so we can put that away. And we're going to distress around the edges here. And then, like I mentioned, I will go ahead and put some Collage Page on this. So there is the inside. Isn't that so cute? Just pretty, pretty. Oh, I'm putting the distress ink away, and we still have to distress these tags. We've got 2 little tags in here, and I am going to back them with some coffee tea-dyed paper. And let me grab some coffee tea-dyed paper. And I put the glue stick away prematurely because this is this pattern paper we're using. It is paper. It is not cardstock, so it's pretty thin. And we are going to want it to be just a little bit heavier than that. So we're going to glue this down. Let's use that. This work? Yes, it will. Just barely made it, but it works. Yay! So we've got that. Now we can put our glue stick away. And we're going to cut these out. Probably would have been much easier for me to glue the paper on and then punch them, because I did use a punch for these tags instead of having to fussy cut, but that's okay. It works. I just did it the long way, the hard way, instead of the easier way. So there is tag 1, and then of course we have to punch our hole, because like I said, I did it the hard way, not the easy way. And for those of you that are wondering what I'm talking about, if we had taken our paper and glued it down to this coffee dyed paper first, and then punched the tags, we would have been able to skip this entire step. Okay, so now hole punch, and I am using a regular hole punch, just like that. And now we are going to distress these, both sides. And I will have string or ribbon or something on these. I don't have it on mine, but I will put it on this. And we're going to put a rub-on the back of this tag. if you remember the fall rub-ons that we used a little bit ago. I think probably it would have been in September. I did something with fall rub-ons. We're going to be using one of those. So this tag, for the most part, is done. And where are my fall rub-ons? Where are you? Right here. You need the popsicle stick or something to literally use to rub this on. And let's see, how do we like this? We are going to put this on here like that. And I apologize if the camera's moving. My guess is it probably is, so I'm sorry about that. Take you for a ride. Missed a little piece right there. Okay, let's see. Missed that. Yay! Look at how pretty that is. Okay, guys, so other than me going ahead and collage-paging that, we're going to put a pumpkin on here. So this is going to go in there. And you know what? I think also, I didn't do this on mine, but let's go ahead and put the wrong side. Well, it would help if I actually was. Oh boy. Let's just put, and I like to use glue because I don't trust the reinforcers. So let's put a little bit of glue around here. Because this is paper on paper, let's put a reinforcer on there so that we are not going to go anywhere. And when this goes out to you, I want you to be able to use them and enjoy them and not have an issue with them. Let's put it that way. So this goes so cute. This will go in there and it will have some kind of string or ribbon or something, probably more of a string just because of postage, so that I can get this in an envelope. And we want a pumpkin on the front, and I've got a puffy pumpkin. The blue is cute. I mean, I'm looking at this blue here. This is cute. I think this is going to get this red one. I'll put that right there like that. And that is it. That is this Friday's index card. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I probably seem a little bit off. I've got so much going on today, and I've had so much going on yesterday. I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow, and I'm going up to California to a concert over the weekend. So I will finish this. And yeah, so this is it, guys. So I have 2 Halloween Halloween index cards from last week, get the glue off my fingers. We are going to be giving away the bag of bones and the coffin. Oh, yes. And even though the season is over, guys, remember this had the skull, the sugar skull on it. Even though the season is over, put them away. You'll use them next year. So, okay, bag of bones going to. Bag of bones going to. Crafts by Diane, that is yours. So I might have your address, I'm not sure, so please just either leave me a message in Etsy or Facebook, but get to me and I will get that out in the mail to you. We've got just the cutest little coffin with everything that you can use to put it together. And now you've got time to, if you want to duplicate this, you can have treat boxes for next year. And this is hopefully going to Roseanne. All right, Roseanne Dalton, this is yours. And I know I have your address, so I don't need to hear from you. I will get that in the mail. And Crafts by Diane, I'm pretty sure I have your address too. But just to be on the safe side, guys, so we are welcoming fall, saying goodbye to Halloween. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend and just enjoy your weather. If you are lucky enough to be someplace where you get a lot of color, enjoy that for me, please. Take care of yourselves, love your families, love each other, and be good, be safe, and I will catch you when we are starting our Christmas giveaway journal. And what I did is I took my cardstock, folded it in half, and just to be a little bit ahead, I went ahead and I created pockets here by... these are going to be plain, but they will be pockets. Putting some glue on the bottom and up the side, closing it up. And then I took, how many? 4 of them, I believe, because we have 7 in total. And we're skipping every other one. These are going to be plain so that you've got journal and decorating spaces. And then I just went ahead and glued the cardstock of my choice on both sides, so that they will be ready to go. Next video, guys, we'll be putting this together. Everybody have a safe, wonderful weekend, and I will catch you on Monday. Thanks, everyone. Bye now.